AI startup Anthropic's new security tool called Claude Code kneecapped an entire sector on Monday after a research paper mentioned some software names that could be sidelined by the tool. Zscaler stumbled 10%, CrowdStrike fell nearly 10%, Datadog 11%, IBM, we mentioned that at the top of the show, had fallen 13%. But here's one company mentioned in the same sentence as Anthropic that actually got a boost. Lumen Technologies hitting a high of $8 a share earlier in the session after Anthropic selected the telecom firm to expand the company's fiber network by more than 300,000 fiber miles across North America. The stock has since lost its gains that it saw earlier today, but what's got investors changing their tune late in the session? Joining me now, first on Fox Business, fresh off the company's investor day, Lumen Technologies CEO Kate Johnson. You remember the Amazon effect, where if Amazon said it was entering a certain business, every other name in that business would dive bomb because Amazon was such a biggie. It feels like that's been the situation with Anthropic, but you got a boost. Let's talk about what's happening with you and Anthropic.
Yeah, for sure. Anthropic is just another hyperscaler, neo-cloud company, AI company, big technology company, tapping Lumen to be the trusted network for their AI services. We connect their data centers so that they can provide AI capabilities to their customers.
And the miles and miles of fiber, clearly they believe in it, clearly they trust it. Tell me what the pitch was to get Anthropic on board.
Look, we have proximity to data centers today. We have the largest network in North America, incredible coverage, state-of-the-art fiber capabilities, and we're building a programmable network that helps you ship data from anywhere to anywhere. And that's very attractive because the one thing that these companies need is the fastest time to market so that they can get share as quickly as possible.
The Anthropic partnership is part of your, nearly $13 billion in private connectivity fabric deals. Explain what those are.
So think about it, Liz, from the perspective of we've been helping to construct the supply side of the AI economy, right? So you've got to have data centers, you've got to connect them, you've got to have power to them, you've got to have chips. We're critical infrastructure for building out the supply side for the AI economy. That's the big technology firms providing AI services to those customers. There's a demand side as well. And earlier on their show, you were talking about Jamie Dimon increasing his spend because he's got to get in the AI game.
To $20 billion.
That's right. He has to spend more money on his infrastructure for his enterprise as well. We serve both sides, the supply side of the AI economy, as well as the demand side, helping great companies like JP Morgan fulfill their AI dreams.
The last time you were here was in October with Alex Karp, the CEO of Palantir, talking about a partnership to help do this, to integrate Palantir's AI platform with your connectivity fabric. How is that dealing?
Oh, it's incredible. So first of all, the Palantir platform helps us make sense of data so we can do what we do best, which is bring these capabilities to our customers. We are now taking our legacy customers. We know who they are, where they are, what they need, what services they have today, and what the next upgrade path is, so that we can go with laser focus and help them upgrade, help them take advantage, help them consume these AI services.
Is it fair to say that when somebody puts in a prompt in the privacy of their own home, that without you guys, is not getting transferred or moved? You are moving all of the information through these pipes.
We move data for a living. We are the data supply chain, right? So if it's an individual in a home, if it's you on your phone, if it's an enterprise, if it's a cloud, with a big data workload, shipping data back and forth between some other data center where there's applications, we do all of that. We do everything at the cloud core and connect multi-clouds, data centers, and individual enterprises so that people can get insight from AI.
You're just coming off your investor day, and we love that you came right here on the Claman Countdown. During that Investor Day, you announced that Lumen has completed its turnaround plan, which involved selling your consumer business to AT&T. You got that off. You're in enterprise now. That's where a lot of the money is, certainly.
That's right.
And you've reduced your debt to under $13 billion. How do you continue to reduce that debt so that when you borrow money to deal with all of these new opportunities,
Yeah.
you're not paying so much to service the debt.
So we've already funded our entire turnaround plan for the next several years. So it started with, when I started at the company, we were close to 21 billion. We're now down to 12. Our cost of that capital went from 20% down to 7. We have completely transformed our people. We have transformed our culture. And we've built an organic growth engine to actually make a programmable network that enterprises can use to ship data from anywhere to anywhere in real time. That's the essence of our growth story. And the dark days are over. It is nothing but upside from here. We have 2,000 customers on that digital platform already, and we're excited because it's the fastest growing in the industry.
Stock's growing pretty fast, too, over the last year, up more than 65%. Is that the AI jump and that frantic land grab, or is it something where you see revenues not just from companies that need to move AI information through pipes?
We've stabilized the company, and I think that's what you're seeing in the stock. I think, frankly, we're undervalued. I think the future is very, very bright, and we've got a real growth story here. But rightfully so, Wall Street's going to hold us accountable to continuing to deliver a 1-to-1 say-do ratio. We've done it so far for the first 3 years. I think that's how we got from a low of 1 to somewhere around 7 and change. And I think what the future looks like is us continuing to lean into this digital platform that we have that enables this programmable network that brings capability to enterprises who desperately need it.
Kate, have you seen any moderating? I don't want to say slow down or drop off, but moderating in frantic pace for your orders?
No, we haven't. And I think the reason is because everybody knows that AI is existential. You have to get in the game. And they know that their networks aren't fast enough, they aren't smart enough, they aren't big enough, and they're not secure enough.
Stephanie Ferris of FIS just said she's never seen anything technologically like it.
That's right. Well, I mean, it's game changing. It's very disruptive.
That is the word. And you happen to be on the right side of the disruption at the moment, but who knows?
Sure are.
On any given day, it's the Anthropic effect. Great to see you, Kate.
Likewise. Thanks, Liz.
It's great.